What's poppin', everybody? SebRule94 here with 8 reasons to love the Pokemon TCG, or to choose the Pokemon TCG over another trading card game, I guess. In no particular order, you can decide which is the most important. But anyways, so the first one is, it's easy. Pokemon trading card game is one of the easiest TCGs to get into. Maybe for some people that's a bad thing, but that doesn't mean it doesn't take skill. It's not. It can't be a serious game. It can be pretty serious, of course, pretty competitive. And compared to Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's a clusterfuck, I think it's better to be the way it is, without all these extra rulings, with all the funky stuff you need to know, and a lot of complicated bullshit. So if you want to get into a TCG that's easy to learn, Pokemon TCG might be for you. Alright, so number 7 is going to be the competitive prizes. The prizes for the Pokemon trading card game, if you play competitively, are pretty good. You can get a lot of good money or a scholarship if you win the World Championship, and even though that's the ultimate sort of goal, you can still get a lot of money or prizes winning or topping Worlds, Nationals, even Regionals. Depending on how big the Regionals is, you get even more prizes in the US and in other places as well. So prize support, definitely good for the Pokemon TCG. It's great to know that when you win a grand tournament or do very well, you can get a lot of money, you can get a scholarship, you can get really great prizes. On top of all the money, you get like 200 booster packs or some shit. I think I read somewhere. But anyway, you guys get the idea. Prizes are great for competitive play. So number 6 is that compared to other TCGs, especially Yu-Gi-Oh, once again, I can't speak for all of them, but competitive play isn't that expensive for the Pokemon TCG, and that's because of the way the game is structured. Since a lot of the trainer skeletons and perhaps energy skeletons and shit can be the same for decks. I mean, the trainer skeleton is a lot of cards like the Sycamores, the Junipers, the Ents, the Cynthias. A lot of these cards, you usually run them in all decks, so you would only have to change the Pokemon if you want to change to a different deck. Like, let's say you want to run a Machamp GX deck, which isn't that great, but for example, and then you want to run a fucking, let's say, Malamar deck or some shit, you just change the Pokemon. A lot of the trainers are there, and even though, of course, some cards can be very expensive, like I've said, compared to other TCGs, it doesn't go that crazy. Like, our craziest card right now is cards like Tapu Lele GX, which can go from $50, $70, this kind of price range. In other trading card games, you could need like 10 cards that are $100 a pop in a deck, and it can go crazier than that. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, some decks can cost a few thousands easily. Compared to that, Pokemon TCG isn't that bad. So I think it's number 5. Maybe, yeah, number 5. Number 5 is that the Pokemon TCG is actually a good TCG to invest your money in. Pokemon cards, all Pokemon cards go up once they become classics. They go up in value, they retain their value. Even if you play the card and it's just in decent condition, not super near mint condition, once a card becomes really classic, really old, and there's demand, they can be pretty expensive. Like some of the EXs, for example, from the original EX era, even if you have them in like plate condition, can be very expensive, like $10, $15, and that's like in just decent condition, not even near mint and stuff. A lot of the holo cards always kind of cost a few dollars, and in general, just Pokemon is a good TCG to invest. The cards retain decent value after years have passed, like DP cards as well, 4th generation cards, even the 5th generation cards, black and white. A lot of those cards, they're starting to have a lot of value as well. The collecting scene for the Pokemon TCG is pretty big, and after, let's say, 10 or 20 years, you ever want to sell your cards for whatever reason, you might be able to get some good change back. Pretty simple. Okay, so number 4 is that the Pokemon TCG has a healthy community. The game is pretty healthy. A lot of people are playing. A lot of people are coming in. It's a big, healthy community. I mean, as you would expect from Pokemon, it's a pretty big brand, of course. It's not just the TCG. But it's a good thing to have a big and healthy community. It basically means that a lot of people are playing. You can meet a lot of people. And because Pokemon has more widespread appeal, if you're one of those people that want a diverse community, like you want to have both genders involved more, the Pokemon TCG, I'm pretty confident, has more chicks, let's say, than Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG or another TCG. So that's another thing to consider, I guess, if that's important to you. And for number 3, it's a kind of different thing, but maybe more of the same. But it doesn't just have a healthy community, but it has a good community. Pokemon community, many people that have played Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon or other types of TCGs, they're going to tell you that Pokemon, we just have a lot of love, man. We love the Pokemon. We have bigger bonds with them since we play the games as well. Most of us play the game as well. And it's just, it has more soul, man. It has something else you can connect to. Other TCGs like Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic the Gathering, basically at best have the anime to connect to, and that's it. Of course, there's always some fuckers in any community, and naturally, the other TCG communities have a lot of great people as well. But I don't know, I just feel like Pokemon, it's more alive. We have more soul. The community has a lot more soul, more love, I guess. Maybe it's just me though. And the last two things that you gotta love for the Pokemon TCG is, of course, the art. All of the TCGs, a lot of the TCGs have a lot of great art, so this can apply everywhere. But the TCG is also one of them. Has a lot of great art, a lot of great cards, background art, or they tell stories through their art with some Pokemon cards. So that's always really cool. I really love that. One of my favorites being the Emboar line from Legendary Treasures. You've got other ones that just have great backgrounds for a lot of water Pokemon, sea backgrounds and shit. So that's pretty cool. And the last thing is just it's fucking fun, man. Pokemon TCG is fucking fun. And that's basically the most important thing, maybe, when it comes down to it. It's a really fun TCG. It's great. And I really just I hope it goes forever, for as long as I live, basically. For as long as maybe the world keeps turning around, for my kids and grandchildren and all that shit when I have them eventually. It's just a really fun TCG, and I hope more people play it, more people try it out, especially people that want to get into TCGs. So yeah, 8 reasons to love the Pokemon TCG, or 8 reasons to choose the Pokemon TCG over other trading card games. Of course, other trading card games are pretty cool too, but Pokemon TCG, definitely one of the best. So, hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends. Say Bro94, what's up?